Well, good morning, boys and girls. I've missed you. Took a couple of these off, and well, I'm back at it again. I started thinking, boy, I'm running out of song ideas to do with you guys that you know. So I thought, well, why don't we do some that we do know, but we'll just change it about a little bit. Won't you come along? Won't you sing my song? Sail the ocean blue, just me and you. Won't you take my hand, walk upon the sand, just you and me in the deep blue sea. Well, starfish, angelfish, sharks and whales, lobsters, hermit crabs, fish with funny tails, catfish, dogfish, jellyfish and eels all live together with the dolphins and the seals. Won't you come along? Or won't you sing my song? We'll sail the ocean blue with just me and you. Or won't you take my hand or walk upon the sand with just you and me in the deep blue sea. Well, alright my friends, let's check in on our calendar. I cannot believe how May is slipping away. It's crazy. So today is May 27th. We'll get rid of Monday and move this all up. Yesterday was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. No, wait. Yeah, oh my gosh. And tomorrow will be Thursday. Goodness. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. We have so few days of school left. I don't even want to count it right now, but that's what's happening. Time just keeps on ticking away. All right, let's take a look out the window. Tell me what you see. Where I am, I got nothing but sunshine right there. So I am going to absolutely move that across because that is happening outside my window. What's happening outside yours? Go ahead and take a second and check. You can pause this. But let's check out what the weather will be. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, if you lived in the Maldarelli household, you know that things just got a little bit cooler over here for you. Because, boy, when Mrs. Maldarelli has warm days, the world just feels better. We've got 82 today, 88 tomorrow, 86 on Friday, Saturday a possibility of rain, but let's check that out. I'm not believing it. Well, it is saying, well, there's something wrong with my blue there, but that's all right. It is saying that we have an 87% chance of rain on Saturday night. Well, what are you going to do? You know, you take the good with the bad. But boy, the rest of the week, beautiful. 68, 72, 75, 74. These are a few of my favorite things. Well, shall we come on over here and take a look at our wacky holiday? Today is Sunscreen Day. Absolutely. Here was what it says. Somebody once sang this lyric: if I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. It is good advice, you guys. For those of you who look like Mr. Maldarelli and his freckly pale skin, boy, hats, sunglasses, and sunscreen. Every day. Rain or shine. Clouds or sun. Doesn't matter. Fabulous. Sunscreen Day. Let's take a look at our science fun facts. And let's go ahead and check out some things about the sun. Well, the sun is a star, and it's found right at the center of our solar system. It makes up about 99% of the solar system's entire mass, which means, holy cow, geez mama, that thing's huge, right? It's about 865,000 miles wide, which is 110 times wider than the Earth. That's crazy. It's made up of hydrogen and helium. There is some oxygen, carbon, iron, and neon as well. It takes about 8 minutes for light to reach the sun from Earth. That's pretty cool. It's pretty hot up there, 9,941 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. What else can I tell you? But the sun's core is 13,600,000 degrees Celsius, which is, oh my gosh, yeah, that's hot. It generates huge amount of energy in a process called nuclear fusion, which humans have actually been able to replicate. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's some interesting facts about the sun. Let's find out some more about the sun.
It's really hot and sunny today. I'm putting on sunscreen so I don't get sunburned. You want some, Moby? Are you sure? It's really sunny. What is the sun? The sun is a star. A star is a body of hot gases that makes its own light and heat. The sun is at the center of our solar system, and all the planets orbit around it. The sun is the closest star to the Earth, but it's still about 93 million miles away. The sun is a lot bigger than the Earth. You can fit over 100 Earths across the middle. The sun is the largest body in our solar system, but the sun is just a medium-sized star. There are lots of stars that are even bigger. They just look small because they are farther away. Good question, Moby. What is the sun made of? The sun is made of burning hot gases. It's made mostly of hydrogen and helium gases. Right, Moby. Those balloons are filled with helium gas. Inside the sun, the gases go through changes, which give off a lot of energy. The outer part of the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's over 5,000 degrees Celsius. But the core, or center of the sun, is a lot hotter. It's about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 million degrees Celsius. Our oven at home only goes up to about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Why is the sun important to the Earth? The sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. It gives our planet light and heat. Without the sun, Earth would be pretty dark and cold. I don't think we'd be able to survive. Almost everything on Earth depends on the sun's energy in some way. Many food chains begin with the sun. Plants use the sun's light to grow. Animals eat plants, and other animals eat those animals. The sun also helps power the water cycle. The sun warms water, and then it evaporates into the air. Water droplets come together in the air to form clouds. Water can fall out of the clouds and return to our oceans, lakes, and other bodies of water. Then the sun warms up the water, and the cycle starts again. The sun plays a big part in weather changes. Earth is tilted at an angle. The sun hits different parts of the Earth in different ways as it orbits the sun. That's why places go through different seasons at different times of the year. Right, Moby. The sun is very important to our planet. It gives off a lot of light and heat, which are forms of energy. In fact, people can take the sun's light and turn it into electricity. That's called solar power. How do we know so much about the sun? People have been studying and tracking the sun for thousands of years. Stonehenge is a monument in England that is over 4,000 years old. Parts of the monument line up with the sun during different times of the year. Over 2,000 years ago, the ancient Chinese studied the sun. They observed sunspots, which are cooler, darker areas of the sun's outer layer. Ancient people who lived in the area that is now Mexico built pyramids to honor and track the sun. The Aztecs and other people followed the path of the sun and created calendars. Hundreds of years ago, people used sundials to help tell time. A shadow on the sundial points to the time of day. Now, scientists use powerful tools to study the sun. NASA launched a spacecraft to gather information about the sun. We can't land on the sun because it's too hot, but we can study it from far away. Remember, you should never look straight at the sun. It can hurt your eyes. Instead, poke a tiny hole in a piece of paper and hold it up to the sun. Don't look through the hole. Cast a picture of the sun on another piece of paper. Anyway, Moby, you should put on sunscreen, or else you'll get sunburned. Uh-oh.
Well, she may have glossed over it, but that is the sun, And you gotta make sure that you wear sunscreen. It is sunscreen day, so please, on these sunny days, get out there. Put it on your face, top of your head, shoulders, arms, legs. Absolutely. Protect yourself from those rays. You'll be thankful when you get older. All right, guys. Let's check in on our bald eagles. Well, it appears as if they are having a lazy, lazy day. What's something you notice around the edge, or in the background of this image? It's been a couple of days since we've checked in. It was last week we checked in, and well, do you see what I see? Yeah, there's a whole lot of green. Was it me, or did that one bald eagle just put his wing over his brother or sister? It might be hard for you to see, but from where I am, these two right here, there's things flying around their head. We had some problems with that last year, these horse flies that caused some problems in the nest. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. A lazy day in Decorah, Iowa. Bye, Eagles. If I don't read another book, but Frog and Toad, I'd be okay with that. Let's check this one out. I know I haven't done this one yet. It's called Dragons and Giants. Frog and Toad were reading a book together. The people in this book are brave, said Toad. They fight dragons and giants and they are never afraid. I wonder if we are brave, asked Frog. So Frog and Toad looked into a mirror. We look brave. But are we? Asked Toad. So they went outside. We can try to climb this mountain. That should tell us if we are brave. So Frog went leaping over rocks, and Toad came puffing up behind him. And they came to a dark cave. And a big snake came out of the cave, and he said, "Hello, lunch," when he saw Frog and Toad, and he opened his mouth wide. And Frog and Toad jumped away, and Toad was shaking. "I am not afraid," he cried. And they climbed higher and higher, and they heard a loud noise. And many large stones were rolling down the mountain. "It's an avalanche!" cried Toad. And they jumped away, and Frog was trembling, and he shouted, "I am not afraid!" And then they came to the top of a mountain, and the shadow of a hawk fell over them. Frog and Toad jumped under a rock, and the hawk flew away. "We are not afraid!" screamed Frog and Toad at the same time, and they ran down the mountain very fast. They ran past the place where they saw the avalanche, they ran past the place where they saw the snake, and they ran all the way to Toad's house. "Frog, I am glad to have a brave friend like you," said Toad, and he jumped into the bed and he pulled the covers over his head. "And I am happy to know a brave person like you, Toad," said Frog, and he jumped into the closet and shut the door. And Toad stayed in the bed, and Frog stayed in the closet. And they stayed there for a long, long time, just feeling very brave together. I always like that one. Think about a time you felt brave. What were you doing? What did you do? Think about a time you didn't feel brave. What were you doing? What did you do? So deep, this Frog and Toad. Well, you guys have a wonderful afternoon. The sun is shining. It looks like we're having great weather the whole week. Maybe that one day with possibility of rain, but I'm not really worried about it. Hey, it was great to see you. I'll see you guys today at our Zoom. And bye for now.